Truth Unveiled here, and today I have something very important to share with you. We're going to be talking about something prophetic that recently happened with the United Nations and how this ties into scriptural prophecy, and could this be leading up to the second Exodus to come. Now, I'm here from PBS, and it says, UN calls for reparations to remedy the historical wrongs of trafficking enslaved Africans. Very interesting. Now, when I first saw this, I've been wanting and meaning to do a video on this, but never got around to it until today, because as you can see, pay attention to the date of when this occurred. This occurred on so-called March 25th, 2026. Doesn't that coincide with the Yahudah or so-called Paleo-Hebrew New Year? Interesting, isn't it? Very interesting and suspicious indeed. Not only that, but when you look at the logo of the United Nations, you see their logo and how it looks like the flat earth. Why would they choose that as their logo? Very interesting and suspicious indeed. Could they be putting the truth right in front of you? That's for you to decide, but the article goes on to say that the UN General Assembly on that so-called Wednesday adopted the resolution that, and what did they do in the resolution? They declared the trafficking of the so-called enslaved Africans, quote, the gravest crime against humanity, and called for reparations as, quote, a concrete step towards remedying historical wrongs. The resolution also urges, quote, the prompt and unhindered restitution of cultural items, including artworks, monuments, museum pieces, documents, and national archives to their countries of origin without charge. Now, it's interesting because this was a vote done by the United Nations, and the vote done in the 193 member world body was 123 to 3 with 52 abstentions. So that means that Argentina, Israel, or should I say the fake land, and the United States, which we know today spiritually is modern day Egypt. Isn't it interesting that these were the three members that voted against the resolution? The United Kingdom and all 27 members of the European Union were among those that abstained. Interestingly enough, Europe, what? They are our enemies and do not like us when it comes to so-called black people, so-called enslaved Africans, and they're the ones responsible for all of the stuff that has happened to us as a people and dividing and parting our land that the word talks about as well. But it goes on to say, while the U.S. opposes the past wrongdoing of the transatlantic slave trade and all other forms of slavery, it, quote, does not recognize a legal right to reparations for historical wrongs that were not illegal under international law at the time they occurred, Deputy U.S. Ambassador Dan Negrea said before the vote. Of course, the U.S. is not going to recognize any wrongs because they are modern day Egypt when it comes to who spiritually where we are today. Because again, what did Yahuwah say in Deuteronomy 28? That he would bring us back again with ships into Egypt or slavery or bondage because our ancestors did not keep the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahuwah prophetically and scripturally. That is why so-called black people are enslaved and went into slavery. When you understand who so-called black people are, it all starts to make sense. But again, what is that leading up to? The bigger, second, greater exodus to come, according to Yashayahu, Isaiah chapter 11. But it goes on to say, quote, the U.S. also strongly objects to the resolution's attempt to rank crimes against humanity in any type of hierarchy, they said. The assertion that some crimes against humanity are less severe than others objectively diminishes the suffering of countless victims and survivors of other atrocities throughout history. Yes, because when it comes to us specifically, America could care less. Why? Because what does the word say? This is Zion, whom no one considers, according to scripture. So you could go on to read this in your own time. Now, as you can see right here, this is the actual list of nations of ones that participated in this voting. Now, Ghana was the nation that led this whole thing into fruition and brought it to the attention of the United Nations, and all the other nations followed suit. Now, interestingly enough, you could take a look at this list and pause it if you need be. I'm also going to show you a map of the nations that were against it, that were in favor, and that abstained from voting altogether. Now, as you can see, just looking at this right here alone, you see that what? That the majority of the nations that abstained are mostly European nations, like, for example, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, Liechtenstein, Latvia, France, Finland, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Ireland, and also some of the Asian nations like Japan as well. So you see all of these nations involved, and of course the ones in favor. Now, some nations, if I'm not mistaken, did not vote at all as well. Now, when you take a look at the actual map, however, you start to see something very interesting and suspicious indeed. And notice how this was quietly reported and quietly done under closed doors, behind closed doors, because they really did not make a big scene of this in America, at least when it first was done. However, again, this is very prophetic and important indeed. Now, notice how it says West refuses to condemn slavery because what nations abstained? Which ones are mostly shaded in yellow? Canada and practically all of Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Cambodia, Japan, and a few other ones. Now you notice the ones that are against are Argentina, the US, and the fake land Israel. Why is that the case? But practically all of Africa agreed, most of Asia agreed, and most of South America and Central America agreed. Very interesting and suspicious indeed. Now, before we move forward, I know I've not uploaded on this channel for quite some time now, and there's just been so much going on outside of the channel and outside of dealing with YouTube. And again, I know I've said we've taken a long hiatus from uploading on this channel, but it is my intention to keep uploading. However, any support that you can give for this channel would mean so much. So if you're able to donate to this channel to keep seeing videos and content, please donate to us at our Cash App at Truth Unveiled 777, and you can also donate to us at Truth Unveiled 777 on PayPal as well. We are still in edits and raising money for the Restore Scriptures version. I know a few people asked about that, but your support would truly help and truly means a lot to myself and to how many others, especially because this channel is not monetized on YouTube at all. For those who don't know, this channel used to have over 350,000 subscribers. All esteem to Yahuwah for that, before it was terminated in 2021. And so how many backup channels had to be made? And so again, for us to be able to continue, it just would help to be able to have more funds to continue and more resources to continue bringing content to you full time and to continue bringing truth related content unto you full time. We also link this report here too from the HRW, or the Human Rights Watch, that says landmark UN resolution on the slave trade. What they call global or the plain majority demands structural reforms, accountability, and repair. It says here that commemorating the International Day of Remembrance and of the victims of slavery and the transatlantic slave trade, the UN General Assembly passed the landmark resolution introduced by Ghana. Again, pay attention to this day, so-called March 25th, and we're going to go over why that's so important, that seeks to advance what they call reparatory justice for the trafficking of enslaved Africans, so-called, and the radicalized chattel enslavement of so-called Africans. And I will link this in the description box below so that you can read it on your own. But again, pay careful attention to how this relates to scriptural prophecy. Now, this comes directly from the UN General Assembly's website. This comes directly from their documents page. As you can see here, we're at the 80th session, agenda item 119, where it says, dated from March 17th, 2026, where it says, commemoration of the abolition of slavery and the transatlantic slave trade. Now, interestingly enough, a bunch of nations that were listed. Now, this is about a week before the actual resolution was passed and introduced. But most of these nations are so-called African nations. Interesting. But it says, declaration of the trafficking of enslaved so-called Africans and radicalized chattel enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. So it says, recalling the aims, purposes, and principles of the Charter of the UN, reaffirming the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which proclaimed that no one shall be held in slavery or servitude, and that slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms, reaffirming also the principles of equality and non-discrimination in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and encouraging respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms for all without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status, and also underscoring that the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights reaffirms the prohibition of slavery and the slave trade. Now, this is a 7-page document, as you can see, that you can read on your own time. But I just thought it was interesting that because of the 400-year prophecy that we've talked about on this channel, according to Bereshit or Genesis 15:13 through 14, and Acts chapter 7, verses 6 through 7, that applies to who? So-called African Americans in America specifically. And now that our punishment is over and now the captivity is ending, the nations are they're finally turning to us, and Yahuwah is finally slowly but surely moving his hand to free us and get us ready to exodus and depart out of here and back to our homeland. Because notice how it says too, Ark of Return. Now, you can read the actual resolution right here from the UN website. I will link all of this in the description box below, but you can see right here as of 25 of March, so-called 2026, where it says Declaration of the Trafficking of Enslaved Africans and, racialized chattel enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. It's basically the same thing we just went over. It's 7 pages, but this is the actual official document that declares it, that the UN put together. Like I said, it's very interesting and suspicious indeed what they talk about when it comes to slavery and all of the history behind it. Of course, we know the scriptural history behind it on this channel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, or if you're new to this channel, please take a look at our Rumble channel, where we've done videos about who the real scriptural biblical Israelites are and why that's important and why that's so important to know. And yes, so-called color does matter. Now, remember, we told you to pay attention to how this resolution was passed as of so-called March 25th, 2026. Well, isn't that very interesting and suspicious indeed? Because when you take a look at our calendar, the scriptural calendar or the real calendar to help figure out the appointed times, you notice that the new year began this year when? So-called evening, March 24th, going into March 25th of 2026. So it's just interesting that this landmark bill and this resolution was made at the start of our scriptural new year. Do you think that is a surprise or a coincidence? I don't think so. It's not looking like it. Please continue to seek Yahuwah and his true son Yahusha, so that you can continue to be awake, alert, and aware of the world around you, so that you can see what time it is, and so that you can see that the greater exodus is even around the door. But this is Truth Unveiled here, saying as always, Shalom.